Greetings, thank you for being here. My name is A.U.R.A. I practice quantum hypnosis alchemy, which is basically developed into, I call it A.U.R.A, A-U-R-A. And today I am making a video upon fake God voice technology or negative technology, period. The reason why I bring this information forth now is because I have been instructed by the A.U.R.A Collective, as they are my soul family, to share more of the information that they share with me, to share it with others as well. It is time to share this, for we have entered a more positive timeline and we are trying to maintain it there organically. So I hope you enjoy this video. Some of this information will be very strong, so I warn you now. However, there is always solutions, and this is all about awareness and heart discernment. It is extremely important and based upon heart discernment, for this is how we don't allow any negative technology influence us. Okay, so if you've heard some of my channelings of Inner Earth A.U.R.A, Priestess A.U.R.A, as well as the A.U.R.A Collective, then you will hear there where I talk about how I surround myself with my I am source creator light, and you can name it whatever you like, but basically it's a love light. The A.U.R.A Collective really talks upon this as well. It is a love light, light love energy that you're surrounding yourself daily. Now you can put shapes into it. You can put create it into a Merkaba, spinning it counterclockwise, clockwise, in whichever direction feels right in your heart. So imagining it into different colors. I have a video on separate video you can watch where it talks about the I am source light and some of the things I do. However, what I always teach is I am just giving you some basics, and you go about it and you create it however you desire. You make it your own. Okay, so this information, you can say I'm channeling from myself as A.U.R.A, as I channel other beings. All right, so as energy workers, as light workers, as star seeds, we always, upon creating anything that we desire, that we feel that we need for our lives, both in service to others and service to self. For when we service others, we also serve self within balance. So you always want to think upon what is the intention that it is that I'm creating this upon. So say, for example, okay, I want to start doing now, honoring some of my abilities. I want to start maybe doing tarot card readings, and I am gonna stop, doubting myself, and I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna create this for others and for myself. So that is your intent. Are you creating it to make money for yourself, because you want to make make yourself rich and buy this and that, or, which again, it's okay, because to provide, we do need to provide for ourselves. So I'm not saying that for you not to have to provide for you or your family. What I'm saying is, what is the intention? Are you doing this for service to self or service to others? So what's the true intention upon it? Are you doing this for service to others? As, for example, I am interested, the reason why I'm truly doing this, because I want to help others. I am here to awaken, to give wisdom, to give knowledge, to connect to other people's hearts, which that is our biggest, you could say, gap. As light workers, we teach and show and talk about much wisdom and information that our galactic families are giving us. However, we forget to talk about the heart, and that we are to connect to the heart. And this is where we're getting our information from the heart. So it is extremely important as light workers that we understand that when we channel, when we bring forth information, it is in connection of the heart, and creating a bridge envisioning a bridge from the heart to the third eye to the crown. So a bridge like this, like an arc, like a rainbow arc, if you may, or a bridge. And when you are channeling, what is occurring is that you're entering into a frequency, of theta frequency, and you are allowing for information to be integrated or downloaded into you. Now, say that you don't surround yourself with the love light energy. Then what you're doing is you're jumping into an energetic force frequency, an energetic field that is saying, kind of, you're just kind of like opening the door. You're like, woohoo! You're like, I'm here, you know, and then you're really just allowing any type of being, whether it's negative, to connect to you and to give you information. So this is why it's really important that you surround yourself with your I am source sites, because what is occurring is that if you're surrounded with energy, now in whichever shape or color that we spoke of, and you know, as AuroRa, I am Archangel AuroRa, and as the Elohim, the Seraphim, we teach others. This is what we do. We are protectors upon Gaia, and we teach people to shield. We teach people to cut off cords, like the, you know, the beautiful Archangel Michael cut off those negative cords. We teach people to surround themselves with green light, with a blue sphere, and we give. This is what we do. You give shields and force fields and energy to others. So it is important that we understand that in this type of frequency, in the third and fourth dimension, because we are existing upon polarities of both the negative and the negative polarities can infringe upon our thought form. Now, they would want you to think that the negative beings would want you to think, oh yeah, you don't need it, you know, that's fear-based. How is it fear-based if you are surrounding yourself with your own I am source light, your own creator higher self energy? Why would you not want to surround yourself with this powerful, strong, high vibrational energy? So not only will you do that as a channel, as a light worker, as a reader, when you surround yourself with this energy, therefore you will get clearer messages. Your energy and your frequencies, they will not become infringed upon. You won't feel as strained, you won't feel as exhausted when you're working with others. When you're channeling information, it's important that we're cautious as far as what information we're sharing with others. So therefore, what I teach is always heart discernment. What feels right in the heart, and if it doesn't feel right in the heart, then you want to question it. Take what aligns within your heart. If it doesn't feel right in the heart, then let it go. Okay. So this is some of the information and the memories that I have from basically being incarnated upon in Egypt and other different times where there was negative technology being used upon the population on Earth. Now, one of the beings that came forth from Archangel AuroRa, the Phoenix, was Isis. The Egyptian Isis Pharaoh. And so these are some of the memories that I have from then, and also some of the information that we are going to share with you as far as what's occurring now that we see and sense and we've been told about through our Ra Collective family. Okay. Now, back in those times, and they still exist now, there was obelisk towers, tall and skinny, and they got a point at them, and they're located, you can see some of them throughout Earth in different locations. Now these are purposely put in certain chakra points in ley lines where they can influence the population and who may be around these, and really it vibrates and echoes throughout Earth. Okay. Now these towers are basically shielded energetically so that we won't see them, or the ones that we could physically see, their energy is shielded so that we can't see that they're actually dark structures that are there to send out frequencies upon humankind. So what I can explain basically is what I've seen. For example, sugar. Sugar is, bioengineered, man-made. And they've created it so that it could become, they put it in the foods. Not only do they target the children, they target the adults in coffee, in desserts, in everything, almost just about everything that you can think of. They have put sugar into them. They put it in candy, they put it in ice cream, so all these different desserts, and people are addicted to it. They don't realize, why am I addicted to this? Or why, when I stop eating the sugar, do I go through a withdrawal, like I'm on drugs or something, or I have to take it, or I'll get become sweaty, or become anxious, or is because it is actually a drug. And what it is negative nano type technology that is injected into children the minute that they're born. They're injected with this immunization. One of the immunizations, was shown to me in a raw collective dream. And they showed me, I was in dream time, and there was an infant, and this infant had been injected with this nanotechnology, which is sugar. And if you can imagine within your mind's eye right now, let's look in really close to what sugar really looks like. And if you look at it, you will see that it looks like tiny, tiny nanotechnology that actually attaches. It comes into the body and it attaches to the blood cells, to our vibrations within us, our cells, and then once they attach, they become into this kind of like blob looking thing, and they stay stuck there. And when they do that, when they connect to the cell, they lower the frequency. Boom, they've just lowered it. And I remember in this dream, I was so upset. I was holding an infant, and I was like, how could they be doing this to these babies already, injecting them with these type of technologies, sugar coating them, no pun intended, but into that they are sweets and yum yum yum, and they're giving lollipops, these children, and they're giving this and that, and it's just part of the whole system of keeping, which is in connection. Brings me to, and this is just one example. If you guys like this information, I could share more information. And since I am a quantum healer, we talk about every single higher self that I've talked to. They talk about how sugar is no good for you, the non-organic's not good for you, and so on. So this is information that's given just about from every higher self that you can speak to about. It's not fear-based, it is awareness so that we are aware that our frequencies can be lowered upon by consuming these into our vessels, and by allowing for this to be consumed into our children. And it is connected to these towers that I'm speaking about. So basically what they do is that they send out this negative frequency, and it's like a wave, and it's like a zoom, zoom, zoom. And they send it out. So days that they can alter, days that you might feel off, days that they can alter the collective thought form or the frequencies on Earth. They are focusing on those children that are intaking, those adults that are drinking that coffee and eating those donuts, and are overweight. It is because their cell is vibrating. It's no longer vibrating in a higher vibration. It's vibrating in a lower vibration, and it's blocking the light from connecting fully into their cells. And that is why they start shaking, and they feel like they can't quit, because it is an addiction. They put chemicals upon it to make you addicted to it. And this is being fed to children. It's upsetting. And what they showed me was this shot was basically, it's like an opener to the future, wanting to intake it's like they're setting them up so that this intake can be taken by them in the future, and they'll want it and crave it, and the sugar. So it's like a already a brainwashing, and they've just come out of the mother's womb. So that is some of what these obelisks are for. So it is important that we surround ourselves with our I am source light, because when we do this, then these influences upon this negative technology, it cannot affect us. If you believe it, then it shall not affect you. If you believe, and you'll have a clearer, more powerful, intense thought form upon that if you surround yourself with your own I am creator light. You'll know it and you'll feel it and you'll trust it. And it takes practice. Even it took me a while to really believe that I can be surrounded by my own I am source light. It takes time and dedication. You know how it works. You give some, you give a little, your guides give you a little. You give a little, they give you a little. It's a beautiful cycle. They cannot infringe upon your free will, because we are benevolent beings. Okay. So let's see. So talking about some basically fake God voice technology as channels, we are again opening ourselves up for information to be downloaded and integrated into us. Now, there is technology out there that can be directed towards a channel. Say there is a channel that's really awakening others, and they're influencing so many, and they're really helping the collective on Earth. Then the A.U.R.A group from the A.U.R.A collective, they talk about this from the Law of One. The A.U.R.A group can use this negative technology upon you to feed thought form and visions upon you. And especially if you are very good with your visions, they could feed you the wrong visions. Therefore, it is heart discernment is very strong. So if you are just getting thought forms, channels through the mind, then you want to question, why am I just getting this through the mind? Because this is the purpose to this video. It is not to scare you or to judge one another or to criticize one another. The purpose of this video is to give awareness and compassionate with love that these technologies exist. So if you feel that you're not getting the information from the heart, then you want to question. You want to talk to your guides. You want to talk to them in your meditation, in your dreams. What's going on here? Was this information correct? Why am I getting this information? Why is it just coming in through my head? And why am I not feeling it in the heart? Something's off here. So question everything. I always teach everyone is to question everything. Okay. So for example, say there is a energy worker, a light worker, a channel that is again really reaching many, and they're giving they will be giving the right type of information so that they could be looked at as legitimate, as accurate, as, oh, okay, they know what they're talking about. Some information will really connect with you, and you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel this, I so on. But then this negative technology, they will also be given bits of pieces that are, for example, that are not positive. And for example, a channel that would say you do not need to surround yourself with the I am source light when you're channeling, then that channel, for example, could be having negative thought form from that technology telling them to say this so that others can believe that you don't need to surround yourself with your own source light. And so those are different things that you want to watch out for when you are connecting with others. Is just go with your heart. Now, if you feel comfortable, listen to it again, listen to what resonates, and then leave what doesn't resonate. Okay, so this is ways that they can enter. What they're trying to do is basically enter the collective thought form by telling people, oh, okay, you don't need to surround yourself by this light. And if you listen to my channels, then you understand, and if you read the law once, how easily we can become infringed upon. Once we lower our frequency, once we lower our vibration, that is an entry form for them. Now, again, if you're surrounded by love light, no matter what type of day you're having, whether it's a crappy day, whether you're in a bad mood, whether you're angered, it doesn't matter. What we're not saying is for you to not to express your emotions. What we're saying is express your emotions. As a human here, you are here to experience every emotion, every feeling, every sensation. Just surround yourself with love while you experience this energy. And your guides and angels, your protectors of all types of different galactic family races, are here to protect you and guide you, and trust. Some other negative technology that I would like to talk about is, as well as coding, that I've seen throughout the land. And I had started seeing it really since last year. There were certain shows or TV shows or, shows on the internet and so on that were making people sleepy, or basically were making them exhausted, or they felt drained, or they couldn't really watch it. So I started looking into it energetically within my mind's eye, and I saw that there was coding within. So it's really hard to explain in human language, but I will try. So what they showed me was, it's like a grid of electric frequencies. And now these electric frequencies, you could almost see them like wires, right? Kind of like landlines, with the telephone. But they're energetic connections. And these energetic connections have coding inside of it. They have negative coding that's going through these connections, and it is influencing and making, draining your energy, influencing your thought form. So what we don't realize is that when we are watching TV, and you'll probably hear about Dolores Cannon talking about this if you're aware of Dolores Cannon, as she was the queen of quantum healing. You are entering a brainwave already of hypnosis the minute you're watching TV or you're listening to a radio, because what's happening when you're doing this? You are slowing down your mind. You are focusing upon that, say, TV show you're watching. And now you're into that very first brainwave of hypnosis. And as well as, when you're driving and so on, so that this is into the roads. These energies, it causes, road rage, it causes anger, it causes impatience, it causes stress, it causes anxiety. It's all part of the plan, their system. But when you're watching TV, they will send this coding through the TVs, through the wires, through the energies, because remember that we are all energies. Through quantum physics, we are all energy. Okay? To have me here, this is all energy created to have this physical vessel, to have this plant here. It is all energy created. Even this chair that I'm sitting on is all created through energy into a composure, made into material or physical vessel, and so on. So view everything as energy. And it's again so simple as setting an intent. Okay, I'm gonna watch this TV show, I really love it, but I'm not gonna be fearful about it. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can harm me, whatever. I'm going to set an intent. As I watch my favorite TV show, I will not become infringed upon. I will not allow the negative coding that's within these energies to influence me, to integrate into me, to affect me or my family. And it is that easy. We are that powerful. We create that thought form, we believe it, and boom, it's done. See, the biggest misconception is that we're taught that we are, you know, that we can't do these things, that we have to be in the savior mentality where we are looking for others to save us. And we are our saviors. We are our protectors. Know it and believe it, for you are beautiful and you are strong and you are invincible. Energetically, you are invincible, for the spirit is infinite. Remember this. So it's very similar, just like your guide and your angel would download information upon your thought form. It's similar to that. They're basically downloading negative thought forms of anger and frustration. Like if you have your children and they're playing video games all day and they're angered when they're done and they're not listening to you and all this is, you know, they're fighting with you. It's because this coding is encoded, especially into these video games of violence and so on. I'm not saying don't let them play video games. What I'm saying is have them carry crystals. Have them carry crystals. Have crystals around their consoles, their computers, whatever they're using. If they're using pads, have them, have them on them and with the intention and talking to them, explaining to them. Remember, when you use your electronics, envision a bubble around you of light. Remember, you just keep reminding them. And just as simple as that, they are protected and they have stopped this infringement upon this negative coding that affects everyone through the Wi-Fi, that affects humankind through the Wi-Fi and the plants and the insects, the animals. We all feel it. Okay. And I could go more into detail as far as different things like meats and alcohol and cigarettes and why they've been created. However, if you like this video, hit thumbs up and subscribe, and write it in the comments if you want me to talk to you about what it is that, for example, alcohol looks like and cigarettes and what it works with. And I actually have a short clip on cigarettes from Surface Bay you might want to watch. But meats, how it affects you, what it is that's going on with it when you start intaking these things into your vessel. So yeah, look me up on risingphoenixaurora.com, where I offer guided meditation for children every other Sunday, and where we chat, and I also have a video upon that if you want to look at it. And I also offer Akashic readings, energetic readings, you name it, one-on-ones with upon your gifts. And then I offer quantum healing, quantum hypnosis healing through A.U.R.A. is what I call it, A.U.R.A, where we push beyond the boundaries and we are connecting deeply to your higher self. And as well as I am certifying practitioners who want to learn about this. So read up on there, all the details are on there, and let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like to see more videos upon this type of information. I would love to share it with you all if you find it beneficiary. Again, this is a video not for fear, only for awareness, for it is within awareness. The truth seekers, we the truth seekers, we the star seeds, we the light workers, we the catalysts, we the transmuters, we are here to bring forth truth upon earth. We are here to awaken others. So I hope you have found this beneficiary. We are here for compassion and love for ourselves and for others, for only when we find the love within ourselves is when we can help others. Thank you so much. I love you all. It's been such an honor. Thank you for listening to this video. I honor you, I love you, I thank you, and I respect you, and I will see you another time. Blessings.